you very much. Welcome everybody to the Monday, March 11th, 2024 regular meeting of the Jamaica Selectboard. It is 7:02 p.m. We'll be holding two meetings tonight, the first of which is our organizational meeting. And in this meeting, we will elect the Selectboard officers. I look for a nomination for chair.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll keep going.
I will just
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion on the motion? If no discussion, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right.
I am, thank you.
Yes. Yes, now, do you want to continue as vice? Okay, I move that we appoint Andy Coyne as our vice chair of the select board.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion of that? No discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, now, how do we have a third? Do we have a third member of the, No. Road commissioner, do we nominate a road commissioner?
I think that's in the other.
That's down the list.
Yes.
Is that down the list? We're not there yet. Okay, so I'm gonna start now on our town appointments cheat sheet, 2024. I move that our newspaper of record be the Brattleboro Reformer and the Commons. Any discussion? No discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Do we have to write a motion for each one?
I thought we did, we don't?
I don't know, I'm asking.
Paul, do we
Does
need
it
to
need
do
to
a
be a
motion for each one?
I thought we could only do one at a time. I didn't know we could do comments in Brattleboro. Has that changed?
Yeah,
that's
that's
changed
changed last
But I
year.
think that's to your point, that we can move the slate.
Oh, can we move a slate, like each one of these groups, or this whole slate?
You could.
That's, if you're talking about just voting on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
That's what I
so,
was thinking.
so before, I'm gonna, what I'll do is I'll move for this whole slate, and then we'll discuss it, in case there, okay. So, the only thing is, this has not been disclosed to, but it doesn't matter.
We
Okay,
should go through these ones. Is that what you mean?
no, this is what I sent around.
You've got it behind the agenda.
I don't have
Oh, you don't have your
my
book?
That's okay. I'll just read
Here,
it.
share with me.
Okay.
This is essentially pretty much last year, except those folks who have said they want to change. And then Karen has a few that she sent me, which is Village Beautification Committee, Sextons we already had, and she has an idea for the Recreation Committee. So, all right, so I'm gonna move that we approve the slate as circulated, and that will be put into the record. In it, okay, oh wait, I'm gonna add, sorry, and I'm gonna add to this slate that I circulated, for members of the Village Beautification Committee, Karen Amden, Barbara Ferguson, Kate Ullman, Mercedes Ross, Sarah Molaski, and Tara Riley would also like to be on the committee. She's not a resident of Jamaica.
That's okay.
That's okay, right? It's a committee. So, and Tara Riley. So I add that to everything that's on the list. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Kate. So let's, now I'll open for discussion. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be 911 coordinator anymore. Karen Amadin is going to.
I know, I didn't change that? Is this the one that I sent?
This is the one you sent.
It is, and I didn't put, where's 911? Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. I knew that. So we also have the health officer open.
The deputy is the.
You'll take health officer?
No, I have a nomination,
Oh, you have a nomination?
and I know that she'll take it.
Oh.
Jocelyn Mullins.
Okay.
I think that officially I will have to resign my position.
Aw.
Which is perfectly
The
fine.
state appoints.
So it gets
Well, we can
recommended
put
to the
them
state.
forward.
Right, but we have to put it forward to the state, right?
Right,
Yeah, we have.
Okay,
and
okay.
I can easily resign.
How does Jocelyn spell her name?
Jocelyn Mullins.
INS, okay. I know I had ENS.
Yeah,
She's a
Thank you.
resident of Jamaica, right?
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know her.
she's registered voter.
Great,
Super.
thank you. That's lovely.
And
I
I
don't,
will accept the deputy health officer and help assist with the transition of Cynthia.
okay, great, so we're gonna do a little, now that's a 3-year appointment?
The health officer is 3 year.
Do you know, Len, if Jocelyn is okay with 3 years? I
Um,
mean, obviously, if she has to step down, she would step down, but.
Yeah, no, she's aware of the position and the requirements.
Right. I don't know where you conjured up this miracle person, but thank you very much.
My wife.
Oh! I guess that's how you conjured her up. That's wonderful, that's wonderful.
She-
And she'll have Greg, who's been doing it for years.
Yep.
Say that again?
And he was prior to that, so we've got some.
A genie, she's a genie in a bottle. He's been keeping her in a bottle.
She's very well qualified, so.
Okay, fabulous,
There's a lot
fabulous,
of-
that's amazing.
There's a lot of help from the state also with that.
Wonderful.
Not
Right.
alone on that.
What is energy coordinator?
I have no idea.
Do you know what energy coordinator is, as what their role is? Does anybody else here know what the energy coordinator is?
I know.
I'll look it up.
Would you? Thank you, because that one's open. And then town hall liaison had been Tom, right?
It was Derek.
No, it's
So
Derek.
Oh, it was Derek. So that one may end up remaining open.
So an energy coordinator shall coordinate existing energy resources in the town and cooperate with the municipal planning commission and with those federal, state, and regional agencies of government which are responsible for energy matters.
Okay, okay. Oh. I think we'd have to find someone, it would be like someone in the fire department or something like that, maybe,
Or the
or
planning
someone on
commission.
the planning commission. Okay, so that's gonna remain open, but I'll see if I can't get Brian to cough someone up.
One little, in the rec committee, my name's misspelled, probably from when I was in the meeting, it got corrected.
That's too funny.
Well,
Well, let's talk about the rec committee really quickly. I'm actually bringing this to the select board on behalf of Karen, she's at the school board meeting, right? Yeah. So as we know, there hasn't been much activity, right? There is a budget and there's money in that account. She proposes to kind of merge recreation committee and its funds into the biking skills park at the school. Yes. It's for, infants to senior citizens, it includes adaptive biking. Sounds like a good idea to me.
How much money is in there?
$1,200.
Not huge, but it's something. And if it goes well, we could always, seek to.
Historically, there's always been an
Increase the
appropriation, but we
budget.
haven't given anything.
Right, because there hasn't been anything there, now there would be something to give it to.
nothing since I've been on.
Right.
When I,
Right, when you join the board.
Yeah.
He's
and
mostly
then-
into
Right.
basketball and baseball and soccer, you know.
Right, which is not happening, but the skills park, the bike skills park is happening, so. All right, so I'll make part of this motion will be to reconstitute the recreation committee.
Will it be renamed as well?
What do we want, that's such a good question.
And are we gonna like fund it? Are we gonna be funding it more because now it's with something else?
Well, we would have to ask next year, we would have to put it in the budget next year, we can't do anything for 2024. But in 2025, we might.
No, I'm just wondering what is the scope of the other part? You know,
Oh,
what are they up to? I don't know anything about that.
Oh my gosh, they're right
You
there.
guys can vote.
I don't think there's really been any activity. Historically, it was used for like.
No, I mean the
soccer
other
teams,
committee. The biking thing.
The bike skills.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's
I
an
don't know how big
independent,
of a deal that is.
independent nonprofit, basically. I would suggest that we retain the recreation committee, partly because there's already a bank account, all that kind of
Right.
stuff set
But
up.
direct their
But we would
focus
direct the
to,
funds of our recreation committee to assist the Jamaica Mountain Bike group.
I think that's a great
And not
idea.
really merge the groups, I mean, obviously can't do that, I don't think.
So we'll leave, is Bob willing to stay on it, do you know? I don't know, who knows? You're willing to stay on it still?
Yeah.
We'll leave it as Bob and Kate, unless we hear from Bob otherwise, and
Do we wanna add somebody, I know Karen's on the board of the, or Jamba also, I know Pat
You know what?
is,
would
Pat,
Pat go on it?
a member. I would say yes, that,
So why don't we, so let's put Pat, because I don't know if Bob is gonna stay on it. So it would be Pat and Kate, and they would have their, direction to work together with the nonprofit that's supporting the bike park. Okay, thank you. Boy, tonight's the night of lives.
If I may observe, we
Yes,
now have 2 men volunteering their wives. The wives.
I know. Well, at least one of them, you're just here as a nominator, right?
I didn't get permission to.
And he has full permission.
And I'm not the one that brought it up.
Oh, perfect. All right, any other comments?
I have a question.
Please.
Should I be on the rec committee because I'm now the treasurer?
I think that would be a great idea.
Okay.
Yay, thank you. Pat, Sarah, and Kate. That's a good committee. Come on. Hey,
We can have
all
fun.
regular peeps.
Right?
Yes.
We have a banana bread committee.
What is that?
All kinds of records.
Banana bread committee.
The Banana Bread Committee. Oh,
Yes,
that's
you should
it.
share that committee.
We practically fought over that at my house. Okay.
Oh, Senior Solutions Rep, I have been told that our lovely neighbors, the Stones, have moved to Keene in an assisted living.
You're kidding,
Yeah.
Janine?
Nick, yeah, Jay, and Bob. Yeah, their son Nick lives in the house now.
They
Oh.
moved.
Yeah, it's very recent. Yeah. So it wouldn't be Jay, I don't.
You knew that?
Yes, they moved.
Yes, they moved.
To Keene.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
There was another woman that was interested a few years back, but I don't remember her name because she worked there. Does
That's
anyone
Senior
remember?
Solutions.
I can't remember.
I think that one's gonna have to be open for now, and we'll look.
What's town office liaison, Sarah?
No, that's me. I've been.
Oh, for
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Sarah would be happy if I left. That's actually the one, I feel wanted in that
Yes, you
position.
are wanted.
Okay.
You wanna stay sheriff's department liaison, correct? Okay, great.
Great
Did you do town hall?
relationship with the sheriff's.
Hmm?
Did you pick somebody?
We didn't pick someone for the town hall. Tom, it was Tom, and he told me
Okay.
what he wants is the weigher of coal. That
So the
was
biggest
what-
thing for town hall is you have to organize with the
Historic
committee.
preservation.
historic
arts-
preservation, yes, and
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing to being the town hall liaison, is you're the person responsible for getting in contact with them and setting up inspections and such.
But also, like, if someone wants to rent, doesn't the town hall
There
do all
might
that?
be-
Show them and give them key, yeah.
Oh, really? You do that, and the contract or whatever? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
well, the impression was,
Town hall, yeah,
Maybe
um,
Len could do that.
historic preservation.
Len will do that?
No, I'm saying maybe.
Oh.
Don't we have to be up to some certain?
They do annual
come
inspections.
look and
Yeah, they
say,
inspect.
"You guys
So you'd
did
have to be there for the inspection.
That's fine.
And
Which
it
they
just
did
happens
this
like
All
last
right,
year.
Len, awesome.
There might be,
Thank you.
there might be some funds available at times, not lately, but there has been.
Because
in the
Mike's doing the
past.
bids and stuff, so,
Big
because
money.
Judy used to do that.
Yeah,
That
true.
place is getting named this year.
Oh, really?
I'm just gonna move on, we'll see.
Yeah.
Create a mayor space in Jamaica.
That's
There you
not.
go.
Mostly
We got
it's the
the
railroad
routers, lasers.
Oh, no, we've always done that in
and
the
dealing
office.
with the, community that,
The Pikes policy?
yeah, okay, all right. Note to self. All right, and then cemetery sextons are as appear here and they've all accepted their appointment to continue as the sextons of the respective cemeteries. So, any other, just going through? Yes, Paul?
Really quick, 2 things. One, could you, just for those of us who are not having that first, read the names of people you're talking about?
Well, now I think, now that we'll actually approve it, I'll read the whole thing. So,
Excellent.
Yeah,
The next thing is, and I don't think it's on your list, because I don't think it's been on the list for several years, but there's what's called the town services officer. Most of you, I don't think have ever heard of it, but I've been it for years and years, simply because it doesn't take a whole lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got to do with coordinating with
Salvation.
the Salvation Army. Essentially what it boils down to is a social worker for the town. If people come in, they're hurting for money, there's ways to get money from the Salvation Army and to dispense it, and there's ways to go through it. And the Muzzy Fund years ago, you remember
Oh,
that? Yeah, management of that sort of thing. I'm not officially on there, to the best of my knowledge.
Town services officer?
It's called town services. Now, understand, several years ago, back when I was on the board, the state did away with the title of town services officer. They
Okay.
did not do away with the job, they just did away with the name.
I could check with the health officer.
The health officer could, in fact, take that task over.
I'm not speaking for the health
Right.
officer. I will ask the
Will
health
you ask?
officer.
Yeah. So it's not actually an appointment, it's just,
It was.
right, but it's not
Years
now.
ago, because there's no official name. The job is still there. I've trained Sarah how to do it. So that when I finally get out of here,
Little did she know.
I wasn't paying attention.
apparently,
Well, it may be
just for a
Jocelyn,
thought, just
it
to
may
know.
be Jocelyn, if she's willing
Will
to
ask
take
her.
it, since it's essentially an element of social work.
Yeah, but it's
And in
not,
which case,
for the health officer, they got a scope of duties.
They do.
Like, yes,
Correctly, they
they'll
do.
get a manual, and that's their job. If they wanna do something else, it's not gonna be in the capacity of health officer.
Correct.
Right.
You're exactly correct. It would be just separate. Luckily, it only requires like there's a report once a quarter, and I've been giving money to the food bank once a quarter anyhow, I'll tell you all about it later. But if she wants to do it, I'll be glad to show her how to do it. It's easy.
I'll
ask, yeah, and she can talk to Paul and see, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Paul. Anybody else? Any other changes, questions? Okay. So I am now gonna make, I'm gonna what am I doing?
We'll call the vote.
I'll
Right,
call
because
the
we
vote,
already-
call
we
the
already have
vote.
that night, right?
No.
Yes, so we're appointing him for another 3-year term.
Alright.
Well, he's coming in at the end of no, he's been flood zone administrator for 2 years because he had that job before he was our town administrator.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, he was. He was in that role for 2 years before, or a year and a half, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Is Mike gonna stay on as Wyndham Regional?
Yeah, for sure.
I think,
Dealing with
well,
a lot.
will Wyndham Regional ask you to tell them you appointed us again?
They probably
I
won't.
think that's how they.
Every year?
We usually have to send them the sheet that you sign.
We
Yeah.
nominate, they appoint. Similar to the health officer.
Usually there's like a one-page
Yeah, every
thing we
year,
have to send in.
it's every year I have to I serve on transportation.
And then you have to re-up in your committee, right?
Yeah, I stay
Yeah,
on it,
yeah,
stay on it.
It's probably in my email, I'll check out for the meeting.
Yeah, I don't know if they wouldn't send it to me, they'd come to.
No, I
the
have
clerk.
something for them
Chair.
to do after all this, so it's
Right.
probably.
Okay, yes.
All right, cool. The slate of proposed town appointments for 2024, following our prior approval of newspaper of record, are fence viewer, Andy Coyne, Greg Melmans, and Patrick McQuillan, animal control officer, Rob Willis, surveyor of wood, lumber, and wear of coal, Tom Tolbert, tree warden, Ben Williams, health officer, Jocelyn Mullins, deputy health officer, Greg Melmans, again, subject to approval by the state, road commissioner, Greg Melmans, planning commission, composed of Brian Zeroff, Christopher Robbins, Patrick McQuillan, and John Van Heusen, zoning board of adjustment, same, Brian Zeroff, Christopher Robbins, Patrick McQuillan, and John Van Heusen, the communication union district for Jamaica, representative is Christopher Robbins. The second, I'm gonna say it's me, Jessica Pollock, but I actually think someone else is in that role now, but let's leave it at that for now. Emergency management director, Greg Lakis. Rescue, oh, there's no T in that. Yeah. Rescue Inc. representative, Stuart Barker. Our energy coordinator is open. The 911 coordinator is Karen Avedon. Flood zone administrator, Mike Tuller, to begin a new 3-year term. Wyndham Regional Commissioners are Andy Coyne and Mike Tuller, again, subject to adoption by the commission. Transfer Station Liaison is Kate Ullman. Transfer Station Assistant Liaison is Jessica Pollock. Recreation Committee will now be Pat Melmans, Sarah Wiswall, and Kate Ullman. Village Beautification Committee, Karen Avedon. Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second. Karen Avedon, Kate Ullman, Barbara Ferguson, Mercedes Ross, Sarah Malasky, and Tara Riley. Did you get that, Sarah? Sorry, I said that
What was
fast.
Sarah's last name?
Malasky, Malasky,
Okay, and Tara.
and Tara Riley, yeah. Fire Warden, Stuart Barker. Assistant Fire Warden, Dominic Mariano. Senior Solutions Representative is open. Town Hall Liaison is Len, thank you. Town Office Liaison is Jessica Pollock. Sheriff Department Liaison is Andy Coyne. The cemetery sextons for the East Jamaica, Jamaica Village, and South Wyndham cemeteries will continue to be Bruce Chapin. The sextons for West Jamaica, South Hill, and Pikes Falls cemeteries will continue to be Karen Amerton, and the Rawsonville Cemetery sexton is Nelson Coleman. I believe that's everything. So, any further discussion? No further discussion. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Thank you. All right.
When do you have the copies of the agenda?
Somewhere down at the end.
Here, this one. Here.
It's okay.
On the other side.
Do you have 2, Paul?
Do you have 2, Paul?
Oh, well, no, I didn't have
Somebody give me yours.
No, he said the minutes.
I didn't need it.
Good, memorize,
That's it.
All right. I'll make a motion to adjourn the organizational meeting.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.